Ever been today only price before. This goes away, not at the end of the day, end of the week, end of the month. This goes away literally in about 35 minutes. So, you know about lobster tails, you know market price, you know how expensive they are, and you know the whole story, the restaurant story. Actually, for people who love, like the lobster roll, who love real lobster bisque with lobster in it, some of the most succulent, flavorful lobster, including what's called the knuckle, is actually not the tail. It's the lobster claw. Problem is, the lobster claw, getting the thing and getting the lobster out of the lobster claw can be a pain. Not anymore, because these are scored. So they're already open, a special process that Greenhead Maine Lobster is doing for you, so that it gives you the opportunity to get that knuckle right out of there. And when you do, you break that open, here comes magic. And it also opens up this guy and allows you then, warm, to take that lobster right out of there and get ready for heaven. Get ready to dip. Get ready to dive in with preferably some melted butter. And then this is the big test, the big tutorial. And that's it. And your life just got better. No
Just
problem.
like that.
I have no problems at all.
Just like that.
That's
Sun
fantastic.
rose. Exactly.
Here's what you're getting.
Right.
First time ever, 2 pounds.
Cue the angels.
Cue.
And the angels sang.
And they
Right.
sang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh my heavens. That's amazing. Okay, you got the butter with it. Know your source. This is Maine lobster being sent to you. It's a one-time only, not going to be this price again for the rest of the holidays. $2,300 to go around. This is a superstar, not for absolutely ever. Look at $119. Wait a minute. But I'm telling you, this is that once in a lifetime anniversary, very special Christmas. We didn't get to be with each other in 2020. We're going to invite you over and we're going to have these lobster claws. How do you make them? How do you do it? So simple. You're not going to believe it. They're already cooked. Here comes Nicole Gaffney, restaurant expert chef, loves this, and it brings us Greenhead. Nicole, great to have you here.
Hi, Rick. Thanks for having me on the show today. I'm so excited to be presenting these claws once again. And you said it just a few minutes ago, know your source. It's so important, especially when it comes to seafood. And I want to take you guys directly to the source. This is Stonington, Maine. This is known as the lobster capital of the world.
Wow.
And this is where Greenhead Lobster is located. And Greenhead is the largest purveyor of certified Maine lobster in the entire world, and our passionate lobster men and women are out there every single day harvesting these incredible shellfish for you to have at home. And we have these special licenses that are required. These are in high demand. They do not issue many of these, and it's all about getting that certified Maine lobster, because the cold water, that rocky coastline up there on the coast of Maine, produces the sweetest, most succulent lobster in the entire world. But at Greenhead, we take it one step further to make it easy for you, because lobster, not the easiest meat to get to because of those shells. And if you're familiar with our lobster tails, you know about this process that we do called high pressure processing. And what that means is we shoot thousands of gallons of high pressure water inside of the lobster tails, or the shells, so that when you're ready to eat, it releases the meat so it comes out effortlessly. And we've gone ahead and scored these claws for you, so the meat comes out so easily. And let me tell you, lobster meat from the claw is not easy to get. And look at that. Took the whole thing out at once. This is not something you can do at any other time. Trust me. I'm a chef. I've worked with a lot of lobsters, and this is rare.
Yeah.
I get it. You take the entire top off, and now you got the whole shebang. And now there it is. That's great. Do it again, would you please? This is a blast.
Absolutely.
I want to do this. Okay, the whole thing is there.
It's fun, right?
Oh, yes,
So
got it all.
This little piece of the claw, I like to pop that out just like this. And then because they're scored, you can just break it in half.
Yep.
Look at that. And then the whole thing comes
Break the whole thing
out.
in half.
Just
Got
like
it.
that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Done. Winner.
And
Winner.
like you were saying, Rick,
Oh, there it is.
lobster tails are amazing.
Oh, my
Love
heavens.
a lobster tail. But anyone who knows seafood, and anyone from Maine in particular, will tell you that this little piece right here, this knuckle meat, which is the hardest piece to get to, this is what it's all about. This is the most flavorful part of the lobster.
Yeah.
I go for it every single time. The chefs tend to hoard this for themselves. They know the customers are like, you have the tails. But this, This is for us in
That's
the back.
crazy.
Little
That's
known
delicious.
secret in Maine.
Oh my
But
heavens.
we want you to experience that as well.
Ooh, 400 people on the line right now. So again, it's scored all the way
good.
through. You're getting 2 pounds of this. This guy comes off, right, Nicole? With a boom.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? And then the whole thing opens up. Now it's there. And I got the whole shooting match.
Yep.
Boom.
Amen. Boom. Done.
Throw away your shears.
It's Sunday.
Throw
Let's
away
just
your
say it.
block rack.
Touchdown. Touchdown. We're there. What a party. What an amazing, what a treat. What's something that, how many people in America get to try this? Right? Get to have this?
Exactly.
How rare is that?
Not many.
How are you gonna make it when you get it?
Right.
You're not putting a lot of time into this, right?
Not at all. So easy, Rick. We've already cooked these for you. All you have to do is thaw them in your refrigerator overnight and then give them a little rinse. Just rinse off that exterior and they're ready to go. You can serve them cold.
Okay.
Think like a shrimp cocktail or a crab cocktail. Same idea, like a little elegant appetizer.
Right.
Or if you want to serve them warm with this melted Kate's butter, which is also made in Maine in small batches, very artisanal, very, very good butter. If you want to serve them warm, I recommend just heating them ever so slightly because they're already fully cooked. You don't want to cook them further because it's going to make the meat a little bit tough. 15 seconds in the microwave. Just take the chill off. That's it. Perfect.
Some of the best food in the world, from the best place to get lobster in the world, is 15 seconds in a microwave. Is that what you just said? That's literally 15 seconds,
Right.
and it's done. And it's done, and they're fantastic. That's all these are. These are warm. They're not burning hot.
Nope.
Right? I love the fact that they're warm, and they're so simple to do, and they're all scored for me, so they're easy to open up and make happen. So 2 pounds coming your way.
Exactly.
I'll give you an update on these because these are a one-time only opportunity. 500 people are shopping right now. It's on 5 CP. It's at $24. Didn't bring a lot of these in. Again, in the last 4 minutes, about how many servings would you get? It's going to be depending on how you make them. But if you are an East Coast friend, you know what a lobster roll is. I grew up in Minnesota. So did Rachel. I didn't know what a lobster roll was. So look at this in a lobster roll. So now the lobster claw meat in a lobster roll. What would you add to that to get to that masterpiece?
Oh, keep it simple with a lobster roll. It depends what region of the country, what region of the Northeast you come from. You can do a mayonnaise-based lobster roll where you're mixing it with maybe a little bit of celery, onion, parsley, lemon juice, and mayonnaise. Or if you want to go really traditional, the way they do it in Maine, just a little bit of butter and a little bit of lemon. Toss that together and put it into a toasted bun. A little extra butter on that bun never hurts. Oh my goodness, you are in for a treat, let me tell you.
Great way to go. So opportunity knocks here if you'd like to do it. Price about to go away. You get the butter too. It's all there. The Kate's butter, kind of a specialized butter made for you. It's made in lobster. And again, in the last 3 minutes, we'll come back and show you the how-to because they're all scored. So in other words, they're cut open.
Exactly.
One of the hardest things to get to. If they weren't, how would you get it? It would be very difficult to get it at a plate in a restaurant.
It's a process.
Right.
Let me tell you, I used to work as a caterer and a personal chef, and my clients always requested lobster. And I used to work my tail off, no pun intended, to get the lobster meat for them. And I would have cuts all over my hands. My kitchen would be a disaster because you're smashing them and the juice goes everywhere. It's a lot of cleanup in addition to the preparation.
Okay.
But the way that these pop out so effortlessly, it's truly unheard of. I mean, as a chef, I've never seen anything like this before until I became acquainted with Greenhead, and these are magic.
I want to get them right now. They're a one-time only. I'm not sure when I want to
know.
have all of these.
Right.
Could I
Christmas
save these?
Eve.
What about could I save
New
them
Year's Eve.
and use it for New Year's Eve? That was my question. So the answer is yes, right?
You can save them for Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day, even until next Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day. These are going to stay good in your freezer for an entire year. So look, the price of food is going up across the board. I think everybody has seen that in their grocery stores, at restaurants. So why not get them now? If you're thinking about having lobster a little bit later in the year, why not get them now? Because you know the price isn't going to get, or the price is going to get a little bit higher than it is currently.
So here it is again. Again, I am not the lobster expert, but I can tell you it's been scored. That's open. The meat's in there, all scored, all done, and coming out, and it looks just fantastic. A little bit of butter, and you're going to be good to go. So $24. You do one on your end and be the teacher and show us how that scoring is really a big part of this, along with obviously knowing the type of lobster it is.
For a Minnesota boy, I have to say, Rick.
Yeah,
But here,
yeah.
little piece of the claw off like that. And then just open it up. Open it up like a book, you know? It comes right out. Woo! See?
A lot of meat.
Wow, that was pretty perfect.
That's pretty perfect.
Yeah. I'm like,
The Minnesota judge just gave you a
Yay,
10.5.
I totally did.
10.5 out of 10. Wait a minute. I'm not too bad.
So-
yeah.
oh,
That ain't no walleye right there.
No.
That's no Minnesota walleye. That's a lobster. Again, in the
pretty
last
good. I'm
48
sorry.
seconds, well, tell us the store story while I take one more bite. Where's it from, Nicole?
Yeah, so Greenhead Lobster, largest purveyor of certified Maine lobster in the entire world. Located in Stonington, Maine, which is the lobster capital of the world. And it's all about location when it comes to lobster. It's about the cold water, the rocky coastline produces the sweetest lobster meat in the world. Do you know if you've gotten a lobster tail or had lobster from Florida, from South Africa, from the Caribbean? Different species. It's more like a shrimp. They don't have the claws. So if you want to get this claw and knuckle meat, which is the sweetest, most succulent lobster meat you can get, it only comes from Maine, and it only comes from Greenhead, certified Maine lobster, the best stuff you can get.
And this value only here at QVC, which goes up now in about
Exactly.
25 minutes. So go for it. 1,000 people shopping, about 1,500 remaining. That is our second only today opportunity. This one only show. M80850. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you. Great to see you guys.
Hey, still to come, by the way, those chicken nuggets that are